The CEO of Jifeng bookstore says he was thrilled when he heard about the tax-free policy and couldn't wait to discuss it with his staff. The city's biggest private bookseller has had to shut down several shops in Shanghai in recent years, thanks to a combination of higher rents and staff salaries, as well as competition from online bookstores. Its flagship store has been a fixture at Metroline 1's South Shanxi Road station for more than 15 years. But rising rent finally pushed it to move to the Line 10 Shanghai Library Station last April.
To
us, a 13% value-added tax is a large proportion. The tax-free policy will really bring down our costs. It's something that boosts confidence. With that, I feel more optimistic about the future of my store.
Yu says since the tax exemption applies both at the wholesale and retail levels, the real benefit will depend on the number of books sold in stores. But many readers say all they care about is whether the book prices will be lowered.
To me, the prices in bookstores are still quite high. I enjoy quality time reading in bookstores, but will only buy something if I'm desperate or if I really like the book.
As for book prices, Yu says customers won't get a break in the short term. That's because the benefit will first be used to hold down the store's already high operating costs. But he says it will consider giving readers discounts in the future. And the manager of an expat-oriented private bookstore says price cuts there are unlikely as well. One reason is that the price of a book is always fixed.
The
final price tag that readers can see on the back of a book contains both cost and profit at every stage. The author, the publisher, the printing house, wholesaler, and retailers like us. So it's not likely that we can get discounts from the procedures before that.
That means bookstores will have to sacrifice their own operating costs before finally cutting prices for customers. Bookstores say relying on lower taxes is not the way out, so they're still looking for creative ways to make money, like holding lectures or selling cultural products other than books. Song Wenjing, ICS for CCTV, Shanghai.
Oh, that's great news. And staying in Shanghai, more specialized bookstores could be the answer to growing competition from online vendors. One chain of stores from Singapore certainly seems to think so. It has enjoyed some success since making changes to a couple of its Shanghai outlets. Zhu Yiming of ICS pays a visit.
Films, cameras, posters, movie stars. The decorations in this store focus on the movies, not books. The store, one of 4 local outlets of popular book mall, adopted the movie theme when it moved from the 4th floor of this shopping mall in Shijiahui to the 5th floor last month. The new store has only about 1/3 the floor space of the old shop, but it makes better use of its location beside a busy movie theater.
Our strategy is to boost our sales by sharing resources with the cinema on the same floor. As you can see, the public area of the bookstore is also the entry and exit passages of the cinema. We think those moviegoers may be interested in movie-related books.
While most customers at the store say they were not just looking for movie-related books, they still feel it is more attractive than traditional stores.
I visit this bookstore if I need to find books related to movies, but it will depend on the stock and professionalism. But I do think the decoration is attractive.
Xu estimates sales at the new store will fall by 2/3 this year to about 4 to 5 million yuan. But given that the floor space and rent are also much smaller, profits should actually rise. The chain has also seen sales increase at a store in Xuhui district that specializes in books for women. Since that store adopted the theme in May, sales have been rising by about 5% a month. Managers say they have tweaked the theme to better fit the nearby community.
Originally, we only run this store according to the theme of women. Later, we found this store is surrounded by residential areas. So we added more books about parenting, children's reading, and even reference books. So the theme of women is broadened to family and children. That is to meet our customers' need.
The manager says a new exemption for bookstores from a 13% value-added tax could create more opportunities for change in the future, such as providing other service in the shop like family reading areas.
免税政策实行的话，那肯定对我们书店是锦上添花。
The tax exemption policy is absolutely a plus for us, and we do appreciate the support from the government. But the tax exemption doesn't mean we can rely on it. We have painful experience from the 2 years transformation that we have to adapt ourselves to the market with our strength. Only through that can we get future development.
Jia says he expects the heated competition in the market will eventually wash out substandard bookstores and leave less competition for those that survive. The bookstore chain is planning to open more themed bookstores in town over the next few years. Zhu Yiming, ICS for CCTV, Shanghai.